Welcome to Creating a School EOP with EOP Assist, a focus on the planning process. This is the second of 3 tutorials on how to use the REMS TA Center software application for developing high-quality school emergency operations plans, or EOPs. In this tutorial, we will review how to generate a school EOP using EOP Assist, with a special focus on the planning process and My EOP features of the application. This tutorial will be provided from the perspective of a school-level user. Please see the third tutorial, Using EOP Assist as an Administrator, for information on how to use this application as an administrator. The Planning Process section of EOP Assist is where you and members of your planning team enter and save data to populate your school EOP. This feature is a mix of guidance for developing your school EOP as well as forms for entering your team's plan data. The planning process is organized into the following 6 steps. 1. Form a collaborative planning team. 2. Understand the situation. 3. Determine goals and objectives. 4. Plan development, identifying courses of action. 5. Plan preparation, review, and approval. 6. Plan implementation and maintenance. Step 1 is where you establish your planning team for developing your school EOP. Steps 2 through 4 involve collecting and recording information that will be included in your school EOP. Step 5 is where you actually write out the plan based on the work completed in previous steps. Step 6 is where you and your team put your plan to use. The 6-step planning process is intended to be continuous and cyclical. After your team completes Step 6, you should begin the process again or use EOP Assist to address additional hazards and threats or to revise certain sections of your plan. EOP Assist carries data that you input from one step to the next in order to efficiently develop your school EOP. Specifically, data that you input into Step 2 is forwarded to Step 3. Data that you input into Step 3 is forwarded to Step 4. And data that you input into Step 4 is forwarded into Step 5. Let's look at an example of how this works. In Step 2, you are prompted to input different threats and hazards that your school and surrounding community may face. Let's use the example of a fire. Now, in Step 3, we see that fire is included among a list of options of threats and hazards to be addressed in the plan. Let's select Fire. Moving forward, now it's time to develop goals and objectives for selected threats and hazards. Let's select Add to enter goals and objectives for addressing a fire at school. For our first goal, I will add Prevent a fire from occurring on school grounds. Skipping ahead, you can see that I have now entered in all goals and objectives for the hazard of fire. I will now select Save to save these goals and objectives for fire in the tool. Moving ahead to Step 4, it's now time to write out courses of action based on the goals and objectives written in Step 3 for how to address a threat or hazard before, during, and after it occurs. After selecting Fire, you can see that the goals and objectives we entered in Step 3 were carried forward and are now displayed in Step 4. Using these goals and objectives as guidance, it is now time to write courses of action for addressing a fire. As you can see, I have just written out our courses of action for fire into the designated field. I will now select Save to record these courses of action into the tool. Moving forward to Step 5, which is where the draft EOP is prepared, we will look at the Threat and Hazard-Specific Annexes section. This is where you will see the goals, objectives, and courses of action that you and your planning team determined for threats and hazards in Steps 3 and 4. At this time, you will also be able to edit this information before it appears directly in your school EOP as a cohesive annex. Right now, we can see the goals, objectives, and courses of action that we developed for fire. All of this information will be saved in our Fire annex in our school EOP. I don't wish to make any changes here, so I will just select Update. Now I would like to see the work we just completed for the Fire annex in our school EOP. Selecting My EOP will take you to a page where you can download your plan as a Microsoft Word document. when you open your downloaded plan, you can quickly navigate to any section or annex through the table of contents that is generated in the plan. Let's navigate to our Fire Annex to make sure that the content that we just entered is there. And here it is. If we want to edit any material in this annex, we may do that as we would edit any other Microsoft Word document. For example, if we want to insert a floor plan of the school in the Fire Annex, we can select the Insert tab and then select Pictures and then select the floor plan image file from the folder. Please note that any updates that we make into the downloaded plan must be saved. This concludes our brief tutorial on how you and your planning team can use EOP Assist to develop, edit, and revise the content of your school EOP, as well as how you may access the most up-to-date version of your plan as an exported Word document. Thank you for your attention during this tutorial. Please refer to the first tutorial, an overview of the features and functions of EOP Assist, or the third tutorial, using EOP Assist as an administrator, to enhance your experience in and familiarity with using EOP Assist to develop and revise your school EOP. Additionally, please do not hesitate to contact the REMS TA Center for any questions regarding the features and functions of EOP Assist or for guidance on how to use this application to develop a school EOP.